Is that's working? Here, hold on. Hold on. Uh, Bam. All right. So why don't you guys?
Remember that from Wayne's World?
Hear us now.
You can hear us now.
I can hear sound on Twitch.
I can hear it
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Let me change to this.
We run with the same game highlight.
Gotcha. All right. Here, let me adjust the levels.
Yo.
Welcome, everybody. Okay, so little Scooby Doo shit. You guys have been hiding out in nowhere for a couple months after the last mission, the one that was meant to be a rite of. The last mission was supposed to send you on a path to many more lucrative missions for the nobodies. A powerful wizard came to you of the name Sol Nega. He said, I have a series of somewhat elaborate heists that I need an incandescent crew of thieves to really take them over. You know, get me this, I'm willing to pay you. You agreed to do the first part, and it was like a test the waters. So you guys set forth from nowhere, your base of operations, a tavern tucked in to the business district of the center ward of Dalmellington. We're gonna pick up there, but as we kind of camera focus to this group of individuals that is returning from a mission. Let's do a round robin description and well, we talked about it. So I'm gonna start with alphabetical order. So Cornelius.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
I am Cornelius. I am 6'2", clad in armor and finely dressed clothing, long red beard with a tricorner hat, and typically ever-loving smirk on his face. Being a musician and a bard, what Cornelius brings to the table is Cornelius can smooth talk his way through anything. He's what you would call the face of a group like this.
You're muted.
Daxton.
I am Daxton Moran, the greatest and most handsome swordsman this side of the river. You may only see a dashing and well-dressed halfling, but I can best you with stealth, with panache, and any manner of tricks. Though I prefer the honorable and deadly dance with my sword. If you doubt me, then unsheath your steel and have at it.
Love it. Grey Boar.
Oh. The one that brought this wonderful group together to what it is today. Grebor. What you shall see is a 5'6" hobgoblin. Strange to see it within the city. You normally see him clad in plate mail armor, with 2 hammers by his side, and a stern look upon his face, as he is both the brawn and the brains of this group. And let's just hope everybody never gets on his bad side.
Perfect. Nevish.
Nevish is a pretty average sized human looking male, a little bit gaunt and perhaps a little underfed. And he is the communications of this group, the real mind behind the minds. His voice is killing me. Also, reconnaissance, information gathering, and some light infiltration. And that's
All
that.
right. And Solomon.
So Solomon is a little dwarven man. He's got a short little mohawk, big beard, scars dot every part of his body, the face, the head, the arms. If you could see under his pants, he's got scars all along his legs. Solomon is the infiltration. You need to get in anywhere, he could probably do it. Not only that, but don't doubt his mind. He's the second smartest guy in every room, if Greyboar's in it. Does a little bit of everything, but he focuses primarily on getting in anywhere.
Awesome. Perfect. I am
Nevish?
I'm Nevish.
You might already know, but Terry just let me know that the names are off.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Sorry,
fucking.
sorry. He even said you may already know, so sorry.
I
Love
see
you,
that.
and Terry, I love you.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find him right now so I can fix it. You know, there's always something that is just a little bit off.
Said it was just Nevish and Solomon.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably because we look so similar.
I was no.
Have to flatten it back out.
All right. So now
Fix
hold on.
Solomon, put up.
I just gotta fix. My apologies, guys.
Come on, guys.
Where did I put?
This is great. This is the most bonding we've done in months.
Yeah, no. So please, while I'm fucking around with this shit, you guys, I will say you've arrived back at nowhere. Yeah, my apologies. You see your bartender, Tarek, a human male, just slinging some beers to some local patrons. Well, the barmaids Ariel and Eve are just taking the ales and other spirits from the bar and distributing them amongst the probably 10 to 12 tables you have here. Night is starting to, dusk is setting in as you guys, have a grasp on what happened and what should have happened. I'm gonna leave the tape. It's on you now. That's the scene. That's the set. It's a bustling bit of entertainment that is going on at the moment here in nowhere.
Gentlemen, may I suggest we adjourn to a side room to debrief our latest caper over drinks?
I
I
think
was
that's
just
a good
about-
idea.
Just
Drinks
about
are
to suggest
good.
the same thing.
Eve, please bring us some pitchers of ale. We are going to be in our meeting room.
And something harder.
Yes, definitely, sir. Goes over to Tarek and starts recalling what each of you like and putting it on like a rectangular plank of wood that has been cut out. Are you guys going upstairs or are you going into your back room?
Probably think just the back room. I mean, we don't need to totally retreat. I just don't want people overhearing your conversation.
Yeah.
Perfect. You do hear Cornelius, I would say, borderline delightful, a young bard, really a hired bard to fill your shoes, just trying to kick off the mood in the tavern with a light lute playing as you guys kind of pass through. A little too somber to really get the performance, but a good piece.
I'll grab my ale before we even get into the room.
Good choice.
This shit is something else. Are they? So the bards, they're supposed to sound this good? Oh, I didn't realize it.
I mean, apparently.
Ow. I deserve that. I know that did not go as you all might have hoped. I feel partially responsible for that.
I'm just sat on the opposite side of the table, just staring at you.
I look at everyone. I just say, Rule 32. This is making this up. Rule 32 is you mess up, you get a ball tap. Hold him down.
Right. Nevish pulls his sash off, starts to hold him down on the table.
Wait, what are we? I don't understand. What rules? What are we
Oh,
doing?
you'll understand.
I pull out
Consequences.
like a thimble. And I just put it on my finger.
Normally I pay for this.
Oh, we always pay.
I want a strength check.
I would like to look at my right.
Please roll for ball tap.
Roll for ball tap.
Who's trying to hold Cornelius down right
Cornelius knows he fully deserves this and is submitting.
now? Okay.
Yeah, so Nevish is more ceremoniously holding him with one of his sashes.
I just,
I am just thinking,
This punishment is completely up Cornelius' alley and much less than he deserves.
Yeah. Nevish, give me an acrobatics check.
All
Just
right.
because I feel like this would be kind of comical and possibly entertaining.
That 19.
Nevish,
that's good.
I'm not a clumsy person.
No. With precision, you wrap him up.
This is completely unnecessary.
Wrong.
For you.
Are we good?
I'd like to point out that we all have all of our limbs from this latest caper, even though we went to collect information and it got carted sideways and we ended up in a pitched battle. We made it back here and we're all alive and Greyboy hasn't killed you yet. This is a good night.
Yes, good. I'm just looking at Greybar. See, gentlemen, I'm not used to such methods of infiltration and things like that, so I apologize, but as you did see, I have what we would call a silver tongue. I was able to get us in there, though that may not have been the way we should have gone. And I'll look at Greybar and say, perhaps next time I'll follow your lead.
It
Look,
would
look,
much
enough.
more be
You've paid your
appreciated.
dues. It's time served. It's water under the bridge. Welcome aboard. And I believe we've all come to an agreement. Except for, what's next?
Yes, what is next? What is next? Sorry.
We obtained the item that Saul
good.
had tasked us to obtain, so we should seek fair compensation, I believe, right?
Did we get the information we were supposed to get?
We got the thing.
We got the thing?
Oh, there's
Whoa. Oh,
Occupied.
no-
I will hold on to I grab my warhammer, just hold it.
Yeah, just
Ask him if he's a guard. He has to tell us if he's a guard.
Sure, they do have to tell you.
true.
Greyboar. It is
So-
me.
Come in.
Oh, it's him. It is. I checked.
I don't. You didn't send me the names, so I don't know. It is your squad leader.
Is it Hugo?
It'll probably be squad lead for now. Yeah, Hugo.
Hugo.
Right.
He says, "Hey, we are getting a bit of a group of how do I say this?
Ruffians?
Impoverished children in our alleyway currently.
I look over
I
at
don't.
I
Don't
turn and
know.
look at Daxton.
I'll take
Are
care
they,
of it.
are they dwarves? I made that mistake once.
I mean, it's no. He looks at you, and he looks at Solomon,
I'm just.
and he
I'm just
confirms
looking at him.
that,
They were
like, you
beautiful
know,
dwarves.
no.
Daxton tells him, Greyboard, I'll handle this. And I take a gold piece and I press it into his associate's hand, and I say, please have Ariel bring some bread and drink around back for the little ones, and I'll meet them outside.
I'll lean into Solomon and go, he's not gonna go kill those kids, is he?
Don't question it.
I'll speak into Hugo's mind as I can do that now, Bleffrey, and say, was it your words? Do as he says. It seems he has his own network of getting information.
And as an aside, I don't think I would hide. Daxton wouldn't hide from
You
this
no, I would say that you don't even have to pay a gold piece. You could just command. I mean, you could just ask one of the workers to bring. You own the fucking bar, dude. I want you guys to wrap your head around
He's
that
giving
you
this guy a bonus,
own.
you know?
You own this. This is your establishment. You can tell people to do things, and they will do them. I want you to think of it that way.
So I know that this is Greybear's man, but I also want to keep him happy with me,
Right.
because Greybear has a lot of big boys rolling around him, and I am a fearsome sword fighter, the greatest one this side of the river. But part of knowing how to win is surrounding yourself with capable people, and so I want to keep them happy. And I'll go out in the alley, and hopefully there's bread and some drink of some sort appropriate
Yeah.
for children.
Yeah. I don't want to disrupt what is happening. You could let's have the conversation that you guys are having. I just wanted to interject some drama.
So I will go and meet them after they're done eating out there.
Okay. You
Start-
send some bread, and Hugo will grab some food and some water and keep them happy.
I'll
Kind of
tell.
group 'em.
I'll talking to Hugo's mind again, sir. Keep an eye on him. never know. Some of them might have potential. Run over streets around here.
You know what?
Hey,
I heard a story once
you
about this
gotta.
guy. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good.
I heard a story about this woman who had an orphanage, and all the kids stole for her, and then brought stuff back. I mean, that's beyond my, I just read books and stuff, but
This
Maybe
is
some-
something.
I'm surprised you can read.
whoa,
He at least reads music.
hurtful.
Gentlemen, I would say that there have been stories like this in the past before. A bit of my past that you do not know about me. I was not always the greatest swordsman on either side of the river. I was once an orphan myself when I was very young, and
We knew this.
I have a soft spot in my heart for those little ones, and from time to time they bring me information. That's something I've been working on over the past several months.
I knew
There's
this too.
something I wish to keep from you, to keep from the group, and I will gladly share information when it comes. I trust you, you three, with my life, and Cornelius.
No, it's fair. It's fair.
I trust
You
you.
don't even know your middle name.
I don't know your middle name.
All I will
Hey,
say.
you don't know my middle name? What was that?
Yeah, I said we don't even know your middle name.
That is my middle name.
What is?
Cornelius is my middle name.
Truly, what is your God's given name then?
I don't want to say.
I pull out the symbol.
I'm gonna use detect thought.
32.
You detect thoughts. Do I need to do a save from it or?
I think,
Don't-
yeah, detect
don't you
thoughts.
have-
I think so. Yeah, give me a second here.
I think it's surface thoughts.
I
you
rolled a
have to do,
7,
but-
so I mean it doesn't really
Oh, it
matter.
doesn't matter.
I rolled a 7.
I don't even know what the save is, but his name is Eugene. His
I'm
name
not
is
gonna-
Eugene Cornelius.
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Okay.
Just
Eugene
like
Cornelius
just,
Beard.
just like when I peek in on Daxton's nightmares, I don't tell people about it.
So I'm looking at Nevis expectantly, like, can you tell us his name? But I get nothing from him apparently.
It's good. It's real good.
I abandoned that name when I left my old life.
So back to the mission at hand. What did we obtain from this tower again?
Well, we originally were sent just to get this, and I'll put the small box on
Small-
the table.
Yeah, just like
And we
a
got it.
6x9 little chest that has very ornate like the decorations and the engravings on this box are only familiar to Solomon. It's very much Krakoth artifact.
Do any of you recognize the symbols on this box? It is not in giant or halfling. I do not understand what they are.
Perhaps
I'll,
if I touch it.
I'll grab it. Start just kind of inspecting it, see if I recognize anything in
Yeah,
particular.
it's not Draconic, Infernal, or Orc, or I would understand it.
No, it's none of those.
Oh, we were just stating what languages we knew.
Oh,
Sorry. Misread that.
Nope.
I could identify or comprehend languages.
You could.
Were we given any instructions about whether we can open this box, or?
I think we were supposed to not touch it and don't look at it and just give it to him. That's typically like how these
That is
clandestine
unusual.
people are, or at least I've read in my books. That I read.
I mean that is how we normally keep good rep to our name. You don't be too nosy into the business of others, unless obviously
Was
All
Leonard
right, just let me touch it real quick. I won't open it.
Hold on.
but just a fingertip.
Just the tip.
Just
one
the tip. Hold on.
Okay.
That much.
All right.
That much.
What are you doing, Nevish?
I'm going to cast Identify.
Okay. Solomon. Before this happens, you read on like I want you guys to visualize like Krakothian being like Egyptian. Like much like hieroglyphics. And is on the carvings, the engravings, the scriptures that you read. Roll me a history check, please.
I have to ask. Does this have anything to do with Fey fiends or undead?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes?
why don't you?
I'll
Yeah,
have advantage.
I'm going to give you advantage anyways because this
yeah,
is to your native
If I can help
land.
him.
And I feel like this would be like a big thing with you grabbing some knowledge to give to this party that, I mean, you guys got to remember, Solomon's only been here probably the shortest, well, definitely the shortest of everybody but Cornelius. It's only been a couple months since you took down the ship on the 13th ward of the Slatestone docks, and that's when you met him. Was just before that.
Is it too
Yes.
meta if I, touch the object, identify, and then touch Solomon for guidance?
It's fine. I did good.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, sorry.
You know what I would say? It's not worth bending time over this.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Move it.
18. It says, "In the sands, we meet again." And you remember the sands is a very distinct district of what would be the southeastern section of Tregeron. It's almost like this part of Tregeron that is enveloped in sand, large sections, completely different community. Like from what you gathered, from what you are a part of. You gather that, Nevish, with your identify. If you attune to this artifact, you gain a +3 to your spellcasting ability and DC.
But
That's what you gather.
Wait, a +3 to a spellcasting DC? And why?
If you attune, wait, hold on. Let me. Yeah,
what's the catch?
I'm gonna during all this just keep inching closer to Greymore, and just kind of lean in and be like, if there's anything I can do, I could write you a song or whatever I could do to show that like trustworthy.
I figured it out. The catch is that this doesn't belong to us, and we have to give it away. That's the catch. That's the fucking catch.
I could help.
While he's looking that up, and they're looking at the object, I walk over to Cornelius, and I say to him, "Look, Rule 32. It's just just kind of a thing, but you're one of us now, and we had lost a member of our party some months ago before you arrived, and I think think he would want. I took many of his things when he left. I can't help it. Sticky fingers.
I understand.
I think he would want you to have this to get started. And it doesn't mean much to the group, but I think you should have this to get pocket change. And I slide him a pouch with 500 copper pieces in it.
Ouch.
This is, a welcome gift of sorts,
Thank you.
Don't mention.
Right then, I'll read out. In the sands we meet again. That's what it says. From my memory,
I need.
sands a place.
What's everybody's passive perception?
Oh, I think complete garbage.
9.
Oh, no, 14. 14.
14.
19.
15 here.
15?
And I feel it's important for everyone to know that my passive insight is 19.
You see through most.
Passive investigation 20.
Mine's 10. I wouldn't know if I pissed myself.
Yeah, mine's 9. So
Your
Warm in
passive
here.
perception?
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd say Graybor and Nevish,
That's good,
you
Scar.
both notice this out of like the sound of the door, like the location of a noise and the pitch of a voice. Cornelius, you more hear like a pissed off patron. But Nevish and Graybor, you hear the voice of Pete, the guy that has been, fixing up nowhere for you, and he almost finished your bear pit. Starts coming in and cussing out Tarek, your bartender. Where are they? I need to talk to him. I am fucking done with this. I am over it. It's just way too much. Fuck no. Let me talk to him now, Tarek. Tell me where they are. Well, I need to talk to them. You hear.
We're right here. We're right here.
Wait,
Bring him in. Wave him in. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on him as he enters.
Ooh, that's the first time I've ever heard that stuff.
It's a 7 on die. He fails. So what happens? Explain to
Hello,
me.
friend.
I have no idea. No one in the history of
It
Dungeons
calms
and
him
I
out.
Dragons
think it just
ever
calms his emotions. He is more susceptible
Yeah.
to talk and chiller and
How do you even have that spell?
I am.
That's
love
what
it.
Devish is about. Dude, you should
So-
see my spell list. It's nothing but this.
He as soon as you open the door and he sees your guys' face, Nevish, you end the incantation of this common motions. He's like, for fuck's sake, the last 12 hours have been so. Oh my god, this feels so nice.
I want to rub his back. I'm gonna rub.
He's gonna like walk over and grab like a pitcher of
Take a
ale
drink,
and
take a drink.
pour himself a drink. And he's gonna go to you guys. It's like, hey, listen, I've been trying real hard to get this pit done so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do down in there. But
Yes, that's right.
fuck.
it's
Man,
the bear okay.
Bolin next door, that fucking cock, that old grumpy cocks, that bastard, Bolin. He, where we need to put the entrance to bring the bear into the bear cave or the fighting pit. It borders his land, and he's throwing a fit. He's literally all day long today. He's out there sitting on the land. I couldn't even get Jake and Bo to break ground. Sorry,
Gentlemen, I think this might be where my skills come into play.
listen.
Hey, yours are mine, buddy.
All I'm saying is, man.
Give me this opportunity.
I want you guys to know how much I really love every one of you. Once I see your faces, I realize there's no point in getting stressed out. I'm just tight strung, you know. Man. Everybody's clamping down on everybody. The city is.
Pete, my friend. You've done a lot for us at this place. You built this place from the ground up for us.
Yeah, it looks good too, right?
Deal with
I did
it.
a good job.
Chill out here. How? I'll bring out a couple gold pieces, slow them of them. Have the night. The night is yours.
I really, really would love nothing else than to like put my stamp on the blueprints, sign off this start to finish for you guys. I really would. But we've encountered just some weird fucking shit when we've been building this, and I don't know how deep I'm getting in. And now I'm trying to build the tunnel for the entrance for the fighting pit that you guys wanted. And your neighbor, Bolin, that fucking old bastard, he's out there yelling at me though. I can't even do anything. Listen,
Pete.
you gotta take care of him or I'm out. Because I don't want to listen to him anymore.
We'll handle it, Pete. We'll handle it. By the way, just as a note, I have the box kind of behind my back.
Yeah, that's fine.
I just said,
Just, you know.
the night is yours. Have a drink. Here. You're free. I'll cover you.
To do it. Just saying. We
We
are
have
this
employed
close.
you,
This is...
and we have a problem. So naturally, it's our problem to solve.
All right. I mean,
Thank you for
Take
your
the night.
service.
Have
Listen,
a drink.
he's gonna look right at you,
You
Great
shall
Warrior.
stamp. You shall have that stamp upon that blueprint.
He's gonna look right at you. He's like, I'm not trying to get more out of you. That's not my goal. My goal is I'm invested in this project. I really am. And I want to get it completed. And the fact that this old stubborn bastard is worried about fucking 6 or 12 or 18 fucking inches on his fucking property, that could fuck you guys, and I can't sign off on that. So I don't want you to think that I'm trying to fucking do some crazy shit with you guys, because that's I don't care about that. Some weird shit's going on. You guys do you do me, as long as I get paid at the end of the day. I have my blinders on, my guys know better. So
In everyone's mind, you all hear he's telling the truth.
but I'm telling you, I'll walk off this job if this asshole
As Grandpa has said, we will take care of it. You go, you have a drink, get some drinks for your men. It's all at the house. And come the end of the day tomorrow, you should be good to go. We will compensate you for any delays. Is Pete married? Is he in a relationship?
what?
We'd love to send something to his wife.
Yeah, Pete has a family. He's a solid individual. I would imagine he's like one of those guys that you see in a heist like series that is like too far. He knows he's a little too far deep to pull out right now, you know. So he, you know.
So while these guys are calming Pete down, and we're gonna take care of this problem for him, I'm gonna tell Ariel, be like, make up a basket to send to Pete and his boys, their family, you know, like some cheeses, some dried meats, some ale and whatnot, and a little note. You're doing a fantastic job, just fantastic.
Master Daxton, did Regents approve of this delivery? Because she's kind of been hammering down on that stuff. But if she did, then I have no problem. As long as you say she did.
I'm hemorrhaging money. Or hand them a couple uh, 5 silver pieces.
Yeah. You don't. It doesn't need to be much. Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
Great boar. Let me handle this. I can do it. I can prove to you guys that I can take care of a simple problem without overcomplicating it.
I look over at Nevish, Solomon,
I'll go with him.
Paxton.
Guys, come on.
It's good. Trust me. Cornelius, you got this. It's all on you. I'm only
Where,
there
boy?
to show a muscle.
So be it.
Just send some of your men with him, just in case.
Side note,
What, you think I don't have enough muscle?
No.
if he can't convince him, can we buy him out? Just keep that in mind while you're
I was gonna say, well, what are our funds looking like?
Oh, we don't need to use our funds. We'll get it taken care of.
We play either way.
We have funds. Don't worry.
I'll remember that. So is it Nevish coming with me?
Yeah, and I'll come with you immediately. Mind link or telepathic link, whichever one is more convenient. Hold on a second.
Are you guys doing this now? Like you're just?
No, we can
I just.
we could ear this until we get to the point. What do you think? Right? Like, let's make it like this is that's a thing. But are we sorting other things out? Are we still hashing stuff around?
Yeah, we're not leaving quite yet. We're just talking about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, no, we're just talking about it still.
Yeah, we're just lining it up. Okay, so then next on the agenda.
I'll do my best to explain. This box is very powerful, and unfortunately, spoken for. Although, no, I mean it's spoken for. So, should we consider about getting our payment evening up?
Can I cast a spell?
You can.
Detect good and evil.
Okay. Read it for me. Because I like it when you read spells to me.
Read spells to me, baby.
Okay. I always misdo this spell, so maybe I don't want to do it. I always misread the spell. But it's I'll do it anyway. See, if you know if there's a aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where this creature is located. Similarly, you know if there's a place or object 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Ooh.
Dirty
Yeah.
cool.
You gather some semblance further than the chaos that you would go forward with, you know, some evil pulling from this tiny box.
I feel like, although it wouldn't be overt, you'd probably get like weird vibes from Solomon. Nothing like overtly like, oh yeah, he's undead or anything like that, but it just would be like, you just look a little different, a little weird.
Yeah. But
Regarding to the job, we're tasked to get this payment on delivery, and we have a name to keep.
Alright.
Was he going to meet us here, or what was our arrangement? I believe he was coming back to meet us.
he was
here.
coming back, but you guys did that really fast, so you're ahead of schedule.
We need a safe place to keep this within the
I-
Nevish, could you reach him?
as a
I can
clandestine thieves guild that you guys are, I'm gonna say that in this back room you probably have two chests that you can put magical items in that would be somewhat undetectable. Yeah, you
safe.
know, like you
Yeah,
don't run
safe.
nowhere. Yeah,
I would probably
exactly.
have some bits and places to hide stuff in the
I
basement.
mean,
Yeah.
they're not
Red
huge,
boxes.
but you can fit coin purses and deeds and a chest that is about 6 by 9 by 6 in there. Totally, yeah.
And I always have my men here, so
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on the docket tonight? It's getting pretty late, right?
Yeah, by the time you guys, I mean, I would say this conversation's gone over a few hours.
The neighbor issue is definitely a tomorrow issue.
You know,
So, I would
Yeah.
just
First thing tomorrow at the crack of 11:15.
Please, 12:30.
12:30 at the crack of. Now you're speaking my language.
I don't get up before 11 if I can make it.
what was that,
You're gonna
Dyson?
fit right in.
I just use second wind at some point. Like since we haven't really rested yet, I wanted a second wind before.
yep, totally.
Oh yeah,
do all
I'm
that.
bleeding. I'm literally bleeding right now. So.
I'm always playing.
Yeah, we kind of were roughed up a little bit. So.
Yeah, that was. I look at Greyboard. Not fun. That was bad.
I would have requested some. I mean, I think Ariel and Eve, or whatever the names are, would have known to bring in some hot water and bandages so we could start the process of.
They would have. By this time, with the relationship that they have with you guys, I would imagine that if they see you come back under 100%, they automatically just filter in this. Or I would say, actually, let's keep it to this. Your group of patrons, as long as you pay them and the tavern's doing fine, when you go into this room, they know it's business, and they will accommodate you in any which way they think you need.
Yeah.
Without saying.
Do I know
Or-
the bard's name who's out there?
Roll me a history check. You're new to Dalmellington.
Just-
Oh, I know.
Just as we finish this meeting up
14.
and we're all going off doing our own stuff.
Yeah.
Just before Cornelius goes out the door, I'll give him a stern pat on the back and cure wounds you.
I got a
Second.
14.
Quintero.
Quintero.
Yep.
I'm gonna.
Half-elf. He's a half-elf bard. He's mainly a lute, but you see a pan flute wrapped around his neck.
What are the cups we're drinking out of made of? Are they wood? Are they?
Most of them are wood, yes.
Okay. After I get cure wounded for whatever Greyward tells me I get. How much?
15.
15. Nice.
Good roll.
I'm gonna poke my head out the door. Like Quinn, play something happy, and I'm gonna throw my bug at him. Like not at him, but the wall behind him.
Oh god.
Happy, upbeat. People look dead.
Do you need any more healing?
I
Yeah,
come out-
anyone.
I mean, I
Fuck
could
yeah,
say some,
he's-
but I'm okay.
he just needed direction. You hear dun 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 do 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 do, and he goes into this big upbeat Tenacious D kind of style
Yeah.
skit. He was
I-
just misreading the room. He's new.
I grab my drink. I walk out the door and I say, "Business is done." And I step up on a table and I start stomping my feet and jumping around and dancing
Fucking
to it.
Hell yeah.
22 healing word.
Dope.
I'm down 5. But I'm assuming.
That was exactly what I needed.
Now,
Daxton will recommend to Grey Gans, who's kind of like our manager at this point.
Yeah, she's running things, and
Right.
she floats between nowhere and the Jagged Clover
I
because
recommend
she's
that-
been working with Leonard. So
Right. As Cornelius fits into our band, they're like, perhaps that he should take over finding suitable entertainment each night. If he gets to know the bards of the city, he could bring in some more. But just a
I definitely want to. Definitely want. I'm saying this as I'm on a table dancing on a different table dancing with Solomon. I definitely want to pull my weight. Grabbing a drink.
looking like a rock star.
Start swinging from chandeliers.
we don't need to do this now if you don't want, but I'll check the journal underneath the bar with the the unseen patron or whatever of the that runs the bar. Just to,
All right.
to we're doing good.
Roll me an investigation check.
Solomon, you can hold your ale.
I've never been beaten.
I've you notice that like as the barkeeps have been keeping a ledger of all of the sales that you guys do. You're trying to run a legitimate business like a face. You see with that, you do see checks on everything. Like
Someone's looking to make sure it's all going good.
like yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't notice anything particular. It's probably because there's just a typical night at nowhere breaking out and you're doing this behind the bar and it's a little distracting, but you do notice that there are,
Okay.
check.
As a side note, a long-term goal in the back of my head would be to maybe identify this guy's family and if he has living relatives in the city and make sure they're
Oh.
taken care of.
You can certainly ask around to the patrons if you choose to spend your time doing that.
Someday.
Someday.
Maybe not.
Is anybody else doing anything before any more before they head to their rest?
Grimoire.
Grimoire.
Green Day.
Grimoire will probably get another drink. He's starting to take an interest in refining the tastes. So he'll have a goblet of wine or something.
Okay.
He'll spend an hour or so keeping an eye over the bar, make sure everything's good. He'll eventually retreat back to the manager's office area that we had.
Yep.
I'll check over the lodges and then I'll retire.
I see Greyboar with the wine, and I look at him as I'm dancing on the table. I'm like, God, Greyboar, what are you? Oh my! I just keep pounding the ale.
Someone has to keep this place running.
Hey, wine is a
You can
legitimate
all
drink, and they put their feet in it. Isn't that gnarly?
I want Solomon and Cornelius to roll me a performance check. Each of you individually, just trying to gauge the life of the bar, and this is going to determine what your outcome is for the night, plus
Damn.
or minus.
I didn't take proficiency in performance. Jeez. 21.
Okay.
Nevin,
19.
Yes. And continue, Daxton.
I know, I was just reminding Nevish to help them if he could, but it sounds like they did.
Yeah, this isn't something that an aid would be suitable for. I
want to get
think.
into a burping contest with Solomon.
Oh, you're gonna
By
lose,
now,
man.
Nevish has gone up to the roof to self-medicate, and I'm assuming he'll eventually wander near the edge of the roof as he usually does, and he'll look down on the urchins, and hopefully over here
Keep
what
on that.
Daxton
As
does.
soon as actually,
No,
this is what
it's
happens. And
Oh,
Nevish,
oh, you
as-
gotta come back. You gotta come back to the dance scene.
oh yeah, the dancing, a 25 and a 19. Who wants to roll the D100?
Me.
All right, I know Tim likes rolling dice, so roll me a D100. You times this by 2 for your nightly earnings because of this outbreak.
Oh, nice.
Enjoy.
I think I got a 30.
A
'Cause I got a
30,
0. I got a 30. No, wait, a 30 and then a 0. So 30, yeah.
30. All right, so you guys get 60 gold pieces for the night. Getting the bard upbeat, jumping up, creating a scene. You bring more people in for the next like 3 or 4 hours.
The tavern gets 60 gold?
Yeah, the tavern gets 60 gold.
Which is us, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, someone put it in their inventory, but I won't.
Well,
and
well,
I'd
we
hope
should
someone
start,
would take
That's
over.
always great, boy.
Someone should run the tavern and divvy up funds and stuff, because I would like to have Nowhere as I would like to run it with Stronghold and followers.
Yeah.
So I want to run like a legitimate business and the Mercenaries Guild and all that shit that you guys are trying to do. I want to reward you for dipping into that. So
Yeah, I love all that stuff. I just don't feel like it makes sense for Nevish to be the guy that manages any of that.
and
So
we can
someone's gotta
do
jump in.
this. We can do
I'll
this.
We'll do it.
And
We'll do it out of
I'll do
character.
it outside the game. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, as long as you know the main points, then we can run.
Yeah,
You
I'll
know,
do it.
Yeah,
Cornelius would not be the one either, so.
I would say
Quinn.
either Greyboar or Daxton. And it's
Yeah.
probably not even Daxton. It's the fact that I know Todd loves to run shit.
I know Todd
So-
would fucking manage the shit out of this. I fucking
You
know he
he's,
would.
he's a manager.
He would have the most successful Dungeons and Dragons
So-
tavern only campaign.
New
Like,
goal.
he would
So
just serve the best heroes.
as Solomon and Cornelius light up the bar with joy tunes, just general warm coming like drunkenness, just good-hearted fun. Nevish, you go up to the top where all of the noise below is kind of, really muffled now. All the trebles are killed. You can only hear like some of the stompings of the beats and certain parts of the chants of songs. And you like look over and you do see some merchants filtering in the alleyway, taking up like shelter, which is extremely awkward because normally they don't hide out here. But just as you do that, you hear and someone, this little being flips over, and you're face to face with Soren.